Hello again, friends, and welcome back to episode 2 of Planet Coaster series. So last time I left you, I'd finished my first, beverage store, being a coffee shop. What we're going to do now is throw in a Ferris wheel. Now, this is a pre-built sort of a ride that they have in the game, so I don't have to do anything with this apart from name it. Which I'll be calling it the Status Eye. I always think a Ferris wheel should be sort of a centerpiece, just near the, entrance to the theme park. That's the way I've always imagined it anyway. So, I reckon we'll put a bit of a... I'm thinking, exit and entrance. Nothing special here. So I hope everyone's well. This video will be coming out on Friday night, so night after the first episode. I'm going to sort of throw these out every couple of days whilst I'm doing the actual theme park. To my regular viewers, please don't be concerned. P3D and Cops are still the primary episodes. Planet Coaster won't be taking over the channel. But yeah, I thought I'd do something a bit different. I love designing things. It's always been a passion of mine. My first dream job when I was a young boy was to be an architect. Didn't eventuate. Don't really think this ride needs a test. Ferris wheels are all the same. You can do so much, so different music on the rides. I haven't even sort of really looked into all that sort of stuff yet. Obviously just designing the park is taking up a fair bit of the time. And even, you look at the space that I've got here to build the park. It's going to take me weeks and weeks to fill the land, so I'm not really totally sure on how much space I'm going to use, because that's a lot of space. So just choosing a sign now. I was so happy that you could change the name of the rides in this game, because I think in the beta you couldn't. So, which, that's nothing surprising. They usually leave out little things like that. I signed up to a beta last week just before I got sick, and I missed out because I was too sick for a game coming out called Steep. It's more of a sport game. I think you can ski and do all sorts of different stuff on the Alps. It's more of an open world sort of extreme sport game, but it looks pretty cool. But as I said, I think I missed out on the beta in the end. Just my luck. So you probably noticed I'm big about landscaping in this park. I don't know, it's just something I enjoy. I want to make the park at least look aesthetically very pretty. The roller coasters may not be so pretty. Speaking of which, you'll be happy to know that I'll be doing my first roller coaster in this episode today. I'll be doing a bit more talking than the first episode, mainly because I don't think there's going to be too much to sort of time lapse today. It's going to be one of those days where I'm just sort of be doing some entrances to rides. We've got to do a sort of a first aid sort of a building, I guess you could say, and I'll just be throwing down, as you can see, some lights and lots of trees. There's the admin building. I'll get better at building buildings eventually. I'm still sort of learning the craft I'm not overly happy with the admin building. But for anyone that's been to a theme park, there's just so many sort of background buildings within the park. A lot of them don't do anything, and they're just there for the aesthetics. And that's what I was trying to achieve with that particular building. And there'll be a few others that I'll do like that as well. There's our entrance. I think you're doing a water ride at some point too. Probably won't be in today's episode. There's not two. But soon. So we'll do our first roller coaster now. I'm going to name all the roller coasters, depending on how many I have in the park, will be after American cities or states. We'll sort of go on the American theme with names. I'm going to call this one the New Yorker. No reason, just sort of something different. Incidentally, to sort of get inspiration on what to build and what to know, I guess, what is too far-fetched to be a ride in real life. I watched a whole bunch of roller coaster point of view videos on YouTube. I don't know why I did that, because I'm scared out of my wits of roller coasters. But no, there's some crazy ones over in America. That's I thought the ones here in Australia were pretty bad. So obviously it's a bit of a sensitive topic in Australia at present with what happened at Dreamworld, which it was very, very sad. But this game's all about having fun, and that's what we're doing. Don't want to drag this video down. So we'll do a climb. I'm going to try and do a vertical drop. Yes, it is possible. I did see, I think it was, what do they call it? Six Flags? So the bunch of theme parks in America that I've seen some vertical drops. I'd never go on one. You couldn't pay me an obscene amount of money, I still wouldn't do it. It's not something I enjoy. As I said, for any of you that play this game, I'm not an expert at building roller coasters yet. This is my first go. I haven't done anything off camera, so practice will make perfect, hopefully. So it looks like it can change a fair bit when it comes to how the roller coaster will, I guess, function with the whole dipping and putting angles. You can just about create anything. It's so in depth. I've never played Roller Coaster Tycoon or anything like that. I never really got into it. But when I saw some videos on this, I immediately just thought, yep, this is something that I'll enjoy. Anything with just over the top customization is just right up my alley. Yeah, that looks like a scary ride. So I'm just cutting out bits and pieces here, looking after my daughter today, so when she comes and interrupts, I'll have to pause everything. So you got sort of I guess templated turns and different sort of loops within the design suite as well, which is pretty cool. It sort of means you don't have to create those sort of loops yourself. I'd imagine they'd be pretty easy, but it's cool to have those predefined ones there. I get the feeling this ride is just not going to work, but we'll finish it off anyway. Won't do a test on this one. Any of the POVs that I do on roller coasters will be separate videos just with the POV, mainly because when I was watching the betas it was something I was always looking for, because I think, you know, watching the sort of point of views of different roller coasters from different people is interesting, and that's what the game's really about, is creating sort of wild rides. Doing a, looks like I've pressed test, so geez, I hope no one's on that. I'll manage to pause it. Thankfully. I think there's just crash test dummies on there anyway. Sorry about my voice. I hadn't mentioned that. I'm still, what are we? Almost 2 weeks, and I'm still suffering. I think it's allergies now, but nevertheless, I've been sitting in a. I've been doing a training course this week, and I've been sitting pretty much underneath this massive air conditioner, 9 to 5, and that probably hasn't helped me getting over a cold either. And for those interested, my drone arrived during the week, so tomorrow I'm going out for my first flight. Not sure if I'll record it. I probably will. I don't know what sort of footage I'll get. I might be just flying around an oval for the first time, but I really want to get into it pretty quick so I can get some good videos on this channel. Oh, that was nice and easy. So you can lock it, go back to where it starts. Quite simple. Awesome. Alright, I might move into a quick time lapse. Not very long. I'm just going to finish this entrance off. I'll be back. I promise you there'll be a quick time lapse. So I've just finished the entrance to the New Yorker, which is our first roller coaster. I might tinker with that roller coaster after testing. You might see many changes over coming episodes of what I do with that. But for now, we're just going to do the final bit for this episode, which is the first aid building. And I'm probably going to put this in a time lapse too. I'll see you next time, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.